What's up, beautiful people? I'm down in the SAR with my beautiful Heidi B. Who wants to sit? Do you want to say hello? So we're going to be talking to you guys about why getting agency clients seems hard. Especially for a lot of you guys that are beginning with this. I hear from a lot of you guys, you're working at it. Or even if you've been doing this a while and you've kind of had to start over since March 2020. I've heard that a lot. You've had to pivot for different reasons. Maybe you were doing travel and now there's no real travel. In essence, and you'll probably hear me say this a lot if you follow me, it's your fucking offer. And I don't want to take this as something like a personal attack, because most of you guys out there who do SEO and Facebook ads and web design and AdWords, you're good people with a good service and a good heart. But most of you guys, if I look at your offer and took your name out and replaced it with somebody else's, I wouldn't know the difference. We do SEO. So does everybody, right? There's 100,000 other people who say that exact same thing. And adding in a word like quality doesn't change that. And so immediately, if what you're doing is being the I sell SEO guy, you're fighting an uphill battle. And not just that, I'll see this. If you rank a website, by the way, you'll get messaged by the spammers about 100 times a week, every week. 100 times a week, every week, somebody emails me to tell me they got the latest, greatest SEO. And if you're the 101st person offering that, you are fighting an extreme uphill battle. Extreme. Because so many asshole marketers before you have ruined that. And I'll see the solutions that most people try are, I need to get better at selling, I need to get better at writing ads, and emphasis on things like closing. But actually, if you do this right, you make your offer so good that it hardly needs any sales at all. In fact, one of the easiest ways you can improve your salespeople is make your offer easier to say yes to the point where anybody could buy it. So, if you had a choice right now between, let's say you could get some Amazon gift cards, $100 Amazon gift cards, and you could get a whole box of them, and you could buy them for $20 a piece. And let's just say for whatever reason they were legitimate and real, Or you could get that box of Amazon gift cards for $100, but you could have Grant Cardone go sell them for you. A lot of you guys know Grant, the 10X guy, the sales guy. I'm going to teach you to be a closer. I like Grant, by the way. I'm not shitting on Grant. Just making a point here. If I got a $20 Amazon gift card that's worth $100, I could go sell those things for $50. And I could have my Aunt Edna. I don't really have an Aunt Edna, but it just sounds like an old lady name. I could have Aunt Gladys. Aunt Gladys could go run around. I don't have an Aunt Gladys either. But I bet you she could go sell those gift cards. And all that people would want to know is is this real? Are you ripping me off? Is this real? And if she could, easily prove that they were real, the value alone would make the sale without a whole lot of hoopla. Grant Cardone, on the other hand, is probably going to have to get creative. He's going to have to convince you to buy from him. I'm going to autograph mine. I'm going to do something extra. But probably by itself, he's not going to be able to sell those $100 gift cards other than the novelty of hey, I'm buying a gift card from Grant Cardone. And so how does this fit into you and the struggle for getting clients? And I'll give you a real shortcut on making this easier on yourself, which is something called the add-on offer. And what most people are doing is something that I call a replacement or a Mo Better offer. And a Mo Better offer sounds like whatever you're doing right now. I got a bee fucking with me. Mo Better offer sounds like I can do it better than your existing provider. So you do SEO. I can give you Mo Better SEO. Mine's faster, I'm better, it's quality, I can give you more links. Yeah, it's a Bina. Another Mo Better, like, we do Facebook ads. Well, we do Facebook ads too, and ours are better. We even include a retargeting sequence. And what ends up happening is if you sell Mo Better, most people don't realize this, but you got to work really, really hard for a couple reasons. One is that they've already heard that before, a lot of times. So it's not really a new promise that's all that exciting to them. And on top of that, part of the reason you got to work so hard is we don't think about this, but in order to hire you, they usually got to fire somebody. And they got to kick them out of the, like if they're going to replace their old Facebook ads guy with you, they got to kick him out of the account. They got to tell him it's not working anymore. They got to cancel the money. They got to send money to you. They got to grant you access. They got to set up code and pixels and all those things. When you add up all those things, that's just way too much fucking work for some shit that like may not even work. So one of the simplest things you can do is think about an introductory offer that can add on, the magic word there is add on, to what they're already doing. And I'll give you an example, just in the one I gave you. There's a whole new niche right now for people who are doing Facebook ad messenger bots. And as I'm recording this, they're newish. I wouldn't say they're like new. Lots of people have them, but lots more people don't have them. And they can be running all the Facebook ads in the world. And you say, great, I have something that adds on to that will enhance what you're already doing. Heidi, you want to say hello? Hello. Some serious toddler action right there. Some sweetie toddler action. And what happens is when you add on, you don't have any competition. There's nobody to replace. And they don't even have a box to put you in. Like if I say I do SEO, you probably already know 100 people that have offered that to you before. But if I say to most businesses, not all, but if I say, hey, your AdWords or your Facebook ads are kicking ass, I would love to add on a messenger bot to that. That goes in a category called new and exciting. And in business, being in the category of new and exciting is generally far, far more lucrative than being in the category called I've heard that before. The category called I've heard that before ends with the experience, usually, not always, of let me send you a proposal and I will proceed to chase you. Hey, did you email him again? Hey, did you check out my proposal? It's nothing worse, by the way, when I used to do that, and I'm sure some of you guys out there listening have as well. Making a long ass fucking proposal that you customize and you agonize over, and then finding out they haven't even fucking read the thing. And they got proposals from 8 different companies, and they're not even, that actively looking at any of you right now. And they're just going to shop you guys on price. And one of the ways you get out of that, when you're the add-on person, you get to put yourself in your own box. And this is one of the beautiful things now, like in the last, 5 years in my agencies, I don't do proposals, other than I might do a couple paragraph email, just summarize what we're going to do. Drinking, and we're going to have to go home, honey. Papa didn't bring a drink. Let's go see Mommy and Zelda. Parenting calls. Come, Heidi B. Let's get a drink. We can watch some Peppa Pig. Do you want to watch some Peppa Pig? Yeah. See? There you go. There's an example of an offer. Said, for you to cooperate with me, I will give you something you want. Which in this case is Peppa Pig. 10 minutes of cartoons. So wherever possible in your agency, you want to get away from selling the same stock out of the box. And truthfully, you got to innovate a little bit. I know nobody will tell you this, but for the longevity of success, you got to innovate. I've seen this a lot where people buy a course and it teaches them how to do something, and for a couple of years they kick ass. And then what ends up happening is they just keep on selling that course and keep on selling that course. And before you know it, there's 10,000 competitors, and what was green grass is no longer. I've seen this a few times. When I first started, believe it or not, when I first did SEO in 2007, I was in demand. People were like, do you know a good SEO guy? Yes, you should call Frankie Finn. If I tried doing that today, I would get murdered on the streets because there's just so many of them. I've seen this the last 5 years, Facebook ads. They sold a lot of Facebook ads, courses, trained tens of thousands of competitors. Now everybody's a Facebook ad expert. It's a commodity. right? So for you to have like long-term success, not just in the short term and you know, being able to get people to buy your stuff, is you got to innovate a little bit. I know nobody will tell you that, but if you're just selling the same out of the box thing as the 10,000 other people, it'll work for a couple years till they train your competition. Like I just mentioned, the messenger bots. So a wide open niche today. Give it 5 years. Clubhouse, same thing, wide open niche. But give it 5 years. There'll be 8,000 Clubhouse marketing experts here to take your money. So always be thinking about how you can add on to a business. And it's actually, by the way, it's a lot easier to generate business for a business that already has some existing flow, right? Like if they have Facebook ads working and you're adding a messenger bot, it's probably going to work on day one because the ads are already working and the offer is already working and you're just adding on to what's working. As where when you get a client for a Mobetta offer, you usually got to make something out of nothing. They don't have ads, they don't have offers, they don't have targeting, and you got to be the one to make it happen. Heidi, let's go see Mommy and Zelda and get a drink. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. We are going to go back to our Divona, get a nice big drink. Heidi, say shoes. Say may the force be with you. Peace out, guys.